Let's see here. Excellent connection. Display capture. Mirror box, mirror box. Mic, game audio, and music. I think that's good. And advanced audio properties. Yeah. Okay. So that's all right. Just in time you're here. Welcome, welcome, Leif. Thank you for tuning in. I'm just doing a very chill stream. Um, I know I didn't stream yesterday, but that was because I was way too tired after work. And today, we are just doing some timberborn. So we're gonna keep it very chill, very low key. Close out of this. And there we go. Okay. Yeah, I know I don't have to, but the more you do, the better you do get a little bit of visibility. And I know it's not, I'm not gonna have too many people for the first couple of years, probably at least. But you know, it's something for me to do, and it helps out my channel, at least I think. So that's why I continue to do it. Um, the actual streams that I've done, like, we don't have a lot, like, we don't have too many people in them while I'm doing it, but we've actually gotten some pretty good views after the fact, which kind of surprised me. Yeah, like the one with Rust got like 97 views or something. So that was pretty cool. Which is more than one of my normal videos does. You're probably going to answer the last question at the end of the day. I do have it saved from when you answered the last one, which I can use, or if you want to answer it a different way, I can do that as well. So the video is very close to being out though. Only probably 1 or 2 more weeks, and then it'll be out because I have officially basically finished the script. I have to do a little bit of tweaking here and there, but it's not going to require too much. And then I just got to actually record everything. Um, yeah, that's the one I'm talking about. You said that since you are a small, well, you said since you were a broke college student, yeah, that you would have to shut down basically. So I was gonna use that, but if you want to supplement something instead of that, that's totally fine with me. But I also am doing several. Hold on. Folk tales. Easygoing but hardworking, folk tales are expert farmers. They respect nature and rewards them with plentiful bounties. Or Iron Teeth. Yeah, that's sounds. Oh, okay, so I gotta unlock stuff with them first. Yeah, go ahead. Um, like I said, we're really close to the deadline of getting this out. Um, Beaver Canyon, Diorama, Helix Mountain, or Lakes. Uh, we'll do Plains. Why not? Since it recommends it. I love the retro stream. Can you start doing variety games in the same stream? So you mean like I'm doing right now, like kind of switch it up, or kind of just do more retro games and do that, or do you just mean like switching? Because like I'm always gonna be like a variety streamer, so I'm gonna try to dedicate certain weekends to different things, and then switch it up. Yeah, yeah. No, I'll always switch it up. Um, for streams after work though, it's kind of hard to though because you know yeah, but like after work, it's hard to because I only get like 2 to 3 hours to stream. So I usually want to focus everything on that one game. Especially with some of the games that I play. You know, it's hard to not spend 2 to 3 hours at a time and get something done. But on the weekends, it's definitely going to be like that, especially for retro games night. I'll probably do a lot of switching around, but the majority, like, so I want to get a schedule set up, and I want to dedicate like a weekend to a different subsection of games. Yeah, yeah, I will switch it up time to time. Um, okay, we'll do normal everything. Last time I did this game, I just fucking perished. It's a very hard game. You ever seen Timberborn? Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, I get what you mean. Um, Ideally, the weekends that I'm gonna stream are gonna be marked around a single game. So I'll like either do Rust for a weekend, or I'll do Terraria for a weekend, or whatever game, and then I'll probably have one day after those days that I stream that game where I'll do a retro or a variety stream where I'll just kind of flip through a couple games real quick, and then probably the day after that, once I get everything set up, is the day I'll probably do a watch party. No, not heard of Timberborn. It's kind of like one of those city building population sims. Yeah. Um, we shall call it Timber Town. It's basically city building and all that stuff, but with beavers. Employs a lumberjack that cuts trees. Although I do not remember how to do this at all, so this is going to be interesting. Every new settlement needs logs. Only lumberjacks will cut trees, so place 2 lumberjack flags next to nearby trees. Okay, so that is what I just have to do. And we'll do that. And one of the interesting mechanics of this game is that everything is controlled by the water. So you'll see where it's like kind of green in this section, but then the farther you get out, it's just completely dried up, right? So it's your responsibility to actually take and like plan around the droughts. So the droughts will come and fuck you up a little bit. Unless they are in the district's building range, select the district center to see its building range. You can extend it by building paths. Okay. So let's build a little bit of path. Path. And the building mechanics in this are really cool as well. Like you'll kind of see here once we get a little bit set up that they are really cool. You can select the district center to see its range along the paths. Connect lumberjack flags. Oh, it's because of this. We have to move this around. Hold on. Let's pause this first of all. And then we will demolish this, actually. Yes. And demolish this. Yes. And then we're just going to rotate. There we go. And play. But yeah, it has very interesting building mechanics. It's a really cool one that I like playing on. The drop mechanics really set it apart, I think. First of all, what's this over here? Oh, snap. Ruins. Interesting. There's some more over there. I like this map. Alright. Connect. Lumberjacks will not start working until you tell them what to do. Use the cut trees tool to mark an area for cutting. And mark tree cutting area. They need water to survive. Build a water pump to ensure a continuous source of drinking water. Remember to connect it to a district center. So, let's see. Water pump. Okay, that works. Actually, you know what? Let's build it off of this path here. Right there. And then we will make another path. Boom. Oh, they're so cute too. Look at them. The teeny tiny beavers. Yeah, I know. Y'all are homeless. We need to build you guys' houses before it gets too late. 26%. That's not that bad. Yeah, this game is in early access. It came out in like came out in like 2021, I believe, something like that. But yeah, I'm thinking of doing a schedule where so I'm in Eastern Standard Time and probably Thursday, like every Thursday of every month, I would dedicate to something like Terraria or Rust, which is like two things that I really love running, right? And then Friday and Saturday are kind of a toss up. Either I would continue that or I would just try to spend time with the family. Like I'll probably never stream on Saturdays realistically if I can help it. Um and then after that the let's go ahead and change the priority of this because we need to do that to progress. Um but they're going to sleep through the night, so that's fine. Then like so after I'm like so I want to do like kind of one game a weekend, just doing that, right? And then beyond that, each day I just want to kind of switch it up with a little something different. Like I might do Yu-Gi-Oh one day, I might do a city building sim one day, you know, just whatever I can get into, whatever's on my Steam list at first. Um, and then I definitely want to just save one day a week for just a rainy retro game night and a watch party. So those will be back to back, like day after day. And like so we might do like a watch party this week or something. Just to start off, right? But the I'm guessing the point like for me to start streaming and for what I'm doing, I definitely just want to have fun with it. You know, I know that I'm not gonna have a lot of viewers for potentially years. You know what I mean? I'm a very small content creator. I know that like I'm not the top of everybody's list to come watch. And here's the thing, um, being a content creator, you know, it's a long haul kind of thing. So I know I don't have to soak every minute that I have into it, but it is something that I just like doing for myself. You know, it's a social. It's a way to be social. Like I am very introverted, and some people would say I'm probably autistic. I have a little bit of problems with just communicating with other people. So me being on stream is like one way for me to just branch out in that way. Like I used to be very extroverted back when I was in like my early 20s and stuff like that, but I feel like I've definitely gotten way more introverted after the years. In addition to water, beavers also need food. Build a gatherer flag near some blueberry bushes. Yes, sir. Oh, there we go. So we will build a path. And we will do a little gatherer flag. Cool. So now they will get food. But yeah, it's very interesting. Like, cause I just want to have it for like the social sake of being a streamer. I guess it helps me be more social. I also want to build and prioritize building some like connections with other people in the community as well. Um, I feel like I used to prioritize that back at the beginning of my game development, but it kind of soured me, so I kind of stopped building those connections. But I definitely want to get back into that because I feel like that's an important part of everything. You know what I mean? And I don't know. I feel like it could be beneficial. Like the communications we built with this, or the relationships that we've built with this Steam mod issue. Some simple like that. We can see people coming together over. So it's kind of amazing just to see that part. Settlement needs a stable food source. Build a farmhouse to plant and harvest crops. If you are running low on workers, you can pause some buildings. To do so, select a building and click the pause button or press P. Like many other buildings, a farmhouse has a limited range. We will put this right here, over near the food. Last question is finished, and the connection with me. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Um, just small connections, building connections like that, like how I have with you. Like that's super important to me. You know what I mean? Like I'm not a guy who has a lot of friends in real life. Like I have a wife, I keep to myself a lot of the time. The only buddy I really have from school, like we grew up together, and now he lives like almost an hour away, so it's not very feasible to get in contact with all the time. He has a kid now. He's got things of his own. I've got things of my own. Um. Oh, and I'll definitely want to dedicate a section of summertime streams, gardening streams, because it's fun playing out in the garden, man. Just me and my thoughts. And I was like, you know what? Just set up the camera and we'll just have a ball. I just got to figure out how to read chat during that time because I'm going to have to do it on my phone, but then I'm going to need something to be able to read chat. And, it's kind of weird. Because I can't have it faced around towards me because my front facing camera sucks. Farmhouse has a limited range. Got a lot of good resources up here. Just gonna need to be careful because last time I played this game, basically I killed myself within like the first hour. From what I remember, it's very hard, but they said there's been a lot of patches and it's just kind of like very optimized now. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Guys, if you're thirsty, go get a damn drink. It's right there. Although I guess we'll probably build like a something for water afterwards, I bet. No, that's a water dump. So not sure which one it requires. Yeah, I love this game though. This is one game I was super excited about it coming out. I always love looking at little early access projects and following along. Dark and Darker being one, but that's like a one I feel like everybody knows about. Wandering Village. I've also been in their Discord for a long, long time. And that's one I need to buy and play. It's only like 20 bucks. And it's kind of like basically you just build your city on the top of a giant creature, which is a very interesting mechanic and always something that I've fantasized about. So I'm like, you know what? Makes a perfect game. Uh, that is about 51%. We'll turn that up to the highest priority real quick. And then, okay, so they're almost done with that. Oh yeah, they're just gonna relax right now. I think it's because of their schedule. Um, I can't remember where to access the schedule, but I believe that they have a schedule. Like it's like, oh yeah, we'll do this during this time, do that during this time, blah blah blah. I'm not sure where that is though, so I guess we'll just have to keep on playing to find out. But yeah, Leif, did you see the final version of that document that I shared with you? I shared it on my official YouTube email account. First one I sent it from my personal email, but uh, this one I sent on the actual account that I use for business inquiries. And I shared it to you so you could put comments on it or whatever you needed to, but that's basically the final version of the script that I'll be using. So, super excited about that. I have the Dark and Darker video to do first because that was insane. I definitely need to get a video out for that before it's too late. And then I want to get the video done for Epic. I think that's the order of which I'm going to launch those. And then I want to do another Smallland update video. But Smallland is a little rough on my PC, I feel like. Like it's very, very rough. Well, so that's the funny thing, Lath. I actually have two monitors on my setup right now. Actually, I have a four monitor setup if you want to count my one at work. Or if you want to count my ones for work. And then I have my phone usually, so technically five screens, I guess. But since the gardening stream, I'll only be able to do it on my camera because it's outside and everything like that. So that's my only issue with doing a gardening stream. Because I have to hold it a certain way to do it, and I mean maybe I could move like a monitor out there or something like that, but I'd have to get it connected. Like I'd have to get a whole other PC to be out there. Let's go ahead and plant crops. Let's see. We will do carrots. Yeah, it wants us to plant carrots. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So if we do like down to there. Okay, cool. While all the buildings you placed have some storage, they will fill up quickly. Build additional stockpiles for logs and water. Each storage building can only hold one type of resource. You can set it after selecting the building. So it wants us to build large pile, which we'll do right there, and then set large pile to logs. Okay. Build a small tank. Oh, so we can store water. That's what I was thinking of. And set a small tank to water. I mean, what else are we gonna... Like, is there another liquid that we can farm, or what? Okay. Alright, you guys got it. Look at you. All at work on the little carrot field. I should have... Damn, I should have, like, made a path cut through there. I mean, I guess I still could. That's fine. No blueberries. Go check it out. Awesome. But yeah, I'm only doing streaming as like a side kind of thing. I mean, technically, like what I love about YouTube the most is just doing YouTube itself. Um, I really love just getting my hands on editing a video. Like that's the thing that excites me the most is being able to completely like transform and tell a story. You know, I know live streams are boring. Like that's kind of the point of them. You know, you play them, you interact with your viewers a bit. You know, it's very kind of much more chill, and in the end, you just get some good content to either then make a YouTube video on or make clips on. Right. So, oh shit, we need 3 small tanks. Damn, I didn't even realize. But yeah, it's definitely a whole different ball game. I think when you start playing with YouTube or playing with streaming and everything like that. So definitely a more complicated creature because I can see where some people might feel like, oh well, nothing's happening. It's whatever. But it's also like you're not gonna grow unless you put in the time. You know what I mean? You're gonna have to be there in front of a mic for however long before something happens. You know. Um, I definitely think. Ooh, ooh, sorry, I'm so tired today. Man, I had a long day at work. We have a long couple weeks ahead of me too. I want to basically be training like 2 to 3 people, 2 to 3 new people. You found the old one. There was a reply. Hold on. Let me. So if you go to your drive, you should see it there that I shared it with you because I didn't like send an actual email. I just sent like an invite link to the actual Google Doc. If you need to, if I need to, I can try to like send it to you again somehow or something like that, or send you the link directly. But it should be just through Google Docs or Google Drive that you can see it since I shared it with you that way. Yeah, I'm exhausted, man. We're going through a lot of shit at work. We basically went through this phase where when our new manager took over, he basically had to remove half the staff, which sucked. But it was kind of needed because first of all, they weren't doing that good. Second of all, it was like a term, or it was like we weren't getting enough work to even have them. So definitely had to fix that ASAP. But now we're in the position where our calls and everything like that we deal with are starting to ramp back up. So now we don't have enough people to combat that. So it's a crazy situation. So they're getting 2 to 3 people at least that I have to train personally, and then we have like 5 or 6 more. Like no, I think he said 7 in total. So probably like 4 more, but I will at least have to train one personally, and then the others I know are going to be on the day shift training. But that's if the other third shifts want to train with me or not. It was for some reason in your spam folder, probably because it's a new email. There's not a lot that's been generated out of that one. I've only used it for like 1 or 2 emails, so it probably read a little bit weird. But I was sick and tired of using my personal email for everything, so I just made that one instead. Look at this beautiful little community. Doing so good. Get a couple more logs. Um, if we were to put another lumberjack flag, we'd be able to get all of these, but how long is this range? Oh, we don't need that one. So they should be able to move over there once they're done. You know what? That's weird that it put it in the spam folder. Now that I'm thinking about it, because it was just like a Google Drive, like I offered to have you join it. Like that's weird that it would put that under that. That's weird. Um, with logs and water having a place to store, you should prepare the same for berries in the upcoming carrot harvest. We'll build a medium warehouse, two of them. Set medium warehouse carrots and set medium warehouse to berries. Okay. I can do that. I can do that. So this is one of the building mechanics I was talking about, Leif, is that you can put them on top of each other, which I really think is cool. I'm not going to do it with these ones because I want to make sure, yeah, because we're going to have to like build steps on top of them and stuff. So it's going to be a little bit tricky. Here, we'll make this one over here. Just to fill out that area. But like, that's what I did with the homes and stuff like that last time, where I just kind of stacked them all up against the cliff edge and was able to make steps to go up. And we'll set this one to carrots. Carrots, carrots, carrots. And we'll set this one to berries. Oh, I'm a mess today, Leif. Oh my gosh. I should probably not even be streaming today. But you know what? I was like, let's do a little stream. Let's just do a little one. Enough to get a good little start. Play around for a little bit. Honestly, man, I feel like sometimes I get like overloaded with too many options. Like back when I was a kid, and you know, I heard somebody talking about this the other day. And it made so much sense. Made so much sense when they talked about it. It was almost silly. Um, Basically talking about how you have one or two games when you're a kid, and you're like, yeah, hell yeah, let's go home and play a video game. And, you know, you only have one or two to play. You know what you're going to be playing. You're going to have fun with it, right? But now, like, I feel like I have so many options that, like, it just exhausts me to think about what I want to play sometimes. You know, one part being that online things in a square in my university bring me a deal with this layout. I will try. I will try to light it up better. Honestly, I didn't even like because I wanted to cut off this portion and put that road there, but then I didn't think about it. I'll try to be better. I'll try to be better for you. I was doing pretty good on that. Not community, but City Skylines one though. Um, no, I always try to line things up perfectly too, but Timberborn is weird because I'm not used to all the buildings yet, so I've only played it like one time, so I gotta get used to it. You gotta give me some credit there, Lath. I will get used to it and I'll try to do some better organization for you. But Timberborn is one of those cool ones where you can stack on top of each other. And honestly, like that's where you get some really cool looking stuff. Like if you throw caution to the wind and you're like, I'm just gonna put this here, we're gonna make some unique and interesting paths, you'll kinda come up with these weird little city designs. But although I will agree with you, sometimes it looks way aesthetically better if you do a square design. Um, but no, back to what I was saying, man. I feel like I get like overload with games a little bit. Like I'm just sitting there trying to figure out what to play all the time instead of just playing something. And I mean, part of it is like hardware limitations, and part of it is like if the game is actually going to work. Like I tried to boot up Apex Legends yesterday, and I don't think it's anything with like my computer because it's been able to handle that before. And I loved playing Apex Legends. You know, I'm level 400 on there. You know, if that tells you anything. But I started playing it out on Xbox, and then I was playing it on PC for a little bit, and it could handle it. But now it just gets like so bad that it stutters, and I don't know if it's something that they've done over the years or what exactly. But now it's basically unplayable on my machine, so that sucks. But I don't know. I definitely do get a little overwhelmed with the choices. That's why I'm trying to just stick to what I like and what I know. I like city building stuff. Oh, in a square in the document. Hold on. Let me see what you're talking about, because now I don't remember how I have it set it up. Uh, oh, do you mean like a justified one? Oh, and also I'm gonna tell you right now with the title suggestions that you put, or like the ones that you liked, it's way too long for a YouTube title. YouTube titles need to be short and to the point, and they need to be eye catching. Um, let's see here. Yeah, I think you're probably talking about like Justified, right? Yeah, a little bit of facepalm right there. That's fine. Um, Almost done with this medium warehouse. 26% left. Okay. Ugh. Yeah, the original title I was gonna go with was something like the biggest issue in gaming no one knows about. Yeah, Justify. Yeah, that's what I figured. Um, the biggest issue in gaming no one knows about. That's what originally I was gonna go with, but then I just tried to get some alternate titles and everything like that set up. And that one turned out way better than I was thinking. Because here's the thing with titles, like titles are really hard to pull off right. Because for titles, you don't want something that's too long. Statistics have shown that if you have a title that's too long, it's going to perform poorly. And then you have on the other side where it needs to be easy to spell, easy to copy, like easy to just share. So you want to go for like simple, eye-catching, engaging titles. So you also want to challenge people. Like apparently there's been a big trend with like habit videos and like telling people like, ooh, 5 things you need to stop doing now or whatever. Like something that challenges people's beliefs is going to have a little bit more impact, and something that builds curiosity is going to play into that too. Um, so I think that's why I'm going to go with that one, because let's see here. Yeah, I mean the other ones are just way too lengthy. Like those won't even show up in a full title like when you're looking for them. But the mod divide, Steam versus other platforms, I think that's the, yeah, or Mod War, Steam's grip on the gaming community. That's a good one too. But I think I'm gonna go with the mod divide. Um, I don't know. I still have to choose. But I've already got the thumbnail done. I've got the script done basically. Like I said, I might put a little bit more tweaks in. So really, what you can see right now is just, you can check it out and just see what I'm about to be talking about. Um, because the only really thing else I'm going to add is just going to be like adding what I'm going to be doing in the video. Like, am I going to be making a jump cut? Am I going to be making, a slight change to the verbiage here, a slight change to verbiage there? But that is what I'm going to cover. That's because this is a long, long, long video already. And this, what I've covered right now in the actual like script itself is gonna be probably close to 30 minutes. So I literally can't even include anymore. So my job is now to just trim down this as much as possible, make sure it all fits cohesively together, and we should be good. Um, let's see here. Homes increase your beaver's well-being and allow your folktales population to grow. Build enough lodges to house all your beavers. Beavers will not reproduce unless there are empty slots for kids. Housing, lodge. Okay. Let's do a path behind here. Ooh, that lined up perfectly. And we will do a lodge. And rotate. Ooh, okay. Let's do this one first. That one right there. That one right there. And that one right there. And then we will paths. What are the stairs? So I can't build those yet. Housing. We'll just do regular ones right here. 1, 2, 3. I can actually do one more there. Okay, cool. Yeah, man, I wish I had the same attention to detail to these damn YouTube scripts and videos back when I was a fucking high schooler. I would have gotten a way better grade. Although I did kill it in English and I killed it in math. Like those are two subjects that I was really good at. Science, not so much. Algebra, I was pretty good at. Geometry, I fucking flunked at. I hated geometry though. If you like geometry, I think there's something criminally wrong with you. But for English and stuff like that, like I was actually pretty good, I think. Yeah, comment how the mods on Nexus are usually outdated or unofficial. That is a good point. I might have to include a little bit about that. Um, I do agree with. Yeah, I do agree with that. Um, Replace player base with player base, and it's not too important because I'm going to be reading it aloud. Modes in Nexus are usually updated or unofficial, not uploaded by the same author. Very good intro. Good disclaimer. Yeah, I like that disclaimer. Um, so I am kind of comparing Steam Workshop to other mod platform because, contrary to what people believe, Epic does apparently have their own mod platform, or so they say. But that's one thing I'm going to touch up on in the video is that if they do have it at all, it's abysmal because if you search Epic, like you can actually search and there's tweets dating back to 2020 and they haven't literally tweeted or talked about it since, and they literally say we now have mod support, like ooh, and it's terrible. Like they have like one or two games that have mod support, and anything else you still need to do like custom downloads, and you need to go like through third party and all that stupid stuff. So it's kind of ridiculous. So I definitely do want to compare them to Epic and Nexus and stuff like that. Because that's the whole main video. You know, I'm trying to give them the options and resources to mod and customize it if needed. You know what I mean? So it's definitely, I think, an issue that needs to be brought up at least a little bit. I feel like too many people are just, and you know, it doesn't affect a lot of people. I get that. Like, well, you know, and the funny thing is too, when I was researching more for this video, um, they say they're going to have a workshop like service. Yeah, but here's the thing: is that last tweet, like where they said they're going to have that, was 2020. But here's the thing: if you actually browse in their search bar, it'll say search mods and games, and then they actually have like one where it has an editor for the actual game. Yeah, not modding platform. No, I get that. I get that. Like, Epic is not a modding platform itself, but it's been said to or trying to include mods in its, like compared to Steam Workshop. You know, it's trying to make those similarities. That's not me saying that. That's them saying it. You know, that's what their tweets are saying all the way back to 2020, and then no updates on that since. I'll have to find you the tweet because you'll see it, Lath, where it's this, and a lot of people say that they have mod support for certain games. Like there's some sort of mech game, I can't remember what it is, but like they have an editor for that, then they have like two or three editors for different ones. I don't know, it's kind of weird. But whatever it is, it's not efficient and it's not enough. But I am comparing it to Nexus at least because Nexus, I mean, shit, you look at that and it's 139 mods or whatever it was compared to over 300,000. That's crazy. Insanely crazy, man. I can't believe that. Also, Lath, if I'm not following along very well at all, because I've had a long fucking day at work. I'm trying to follow along. My old brain is getting older. Sucks. Sucks growing up, Lath. Enjoy your young years. Chilling at college. Or maybe you're an old man at college. I don't know. Make the most of it, though. I wanted to go to college one time. I was even going to go to college recently. It's in their roadmap. Yeah, well. And here's the funny thing. What I was gonna say was that there's a whole side that there's like even a whole Reddit that is just r/fuck Epic, and they're mad because Epic being around removes what they have on Steam. That removes the exclusivity, and now they feel like they're being fragmented in the market. Yeah, no problem, Leif. I know you usually watch a little bit of delay. I don't mind. Um, yeah, no, they like there's a whole Reddit community just r/fuck Epic, and it's like I kind of get where they're coming from because they're coming from the perspective of like hey, it's fragmenting a market that never used to be fragmented, right? Um, it's definitely an issue to them, and I understand that. But it's also like because you don't want things becoming a monopoly on one hand. On one hand, a monopoly is bad. You know what? I touch on it in the document as well, so you'll probably see it. But building a monopoly on one hand is bad. Like you don't want Amazon to exist. But on the other side, you don't want it to fragment the market where it just makes everything complicated for the viewer, or not the viewer, but the consumer. It makes everything more difficult for them. They don't get necessarily what they want. Like both ways fragment the market and make it harder and more difficult for the consumer. So it's like, which way is right? You don't really know. I mean, I don't support big monopolies or big companies. You know what I mean? That's not what I stand for. I've always been behind that. I've always been behind the little guy. But I can understand where people are getting so frustrated because people on PC have never had to worry about this ever since Steam was invented. But now with Epic coming in, and they did make some big waves against it, and they still do with the free games that they offer. I mean, like, come on, Steam. Like, you should have been on that. As soon as they released that, they should have been doing that. But now that Epic is getting, some more, because they've been really in the news recently now that I've seen, with all the new Epic exclusives that are being like ported over, especially that one that had already garnered a Steam following, and then it just got moved over. Like that threw a whole wrench into a lot of people's desires for their game. So I get where people are coming from, and I'm not the one with the right answer. You know, I'm just a guy who talks about it. I don't know what the perfect answer for that is, and I don't want people to come for me with that kind of stuff. I just want to make you aware, but I don't know what the right answer is. I don't know what's better, having a monopoly or a fragmented market. You know, Rocket League. Yep. Now the one that they just happened. I can't even remember the name of the game. I don't know. It's some big deal. It's a game I never even fucking heard of, but apparently a lot of people were torn up and upset about that one. So I don't know. A weird, weird market and community or economy that we live in today. It's also kind of silly because you're able to bitch about all these things and you have the freedom to do so. So it can't be that bad. Not the one most recently, Leith. There was a whole new one recent. Like I'm talking about like super recently. It was actually on one of the fuck epic threads that I was looking at today. It was specifically for a different game. Hold on. Let's see. Here we go. It was this one that I had found. Is Anno 1800 a Epic exclusive? I don't think it is. I think I saw that on Steam. If it did, that'd be crazy. I'm assuming there's a good community behind that as well. Damn, we're gonna have to fucking fast forward this up, man. These people are taking forever with these damn lodges. Yep, Dead Island 2. I didn't even know about it. It's not a game that I regularly keep up with. But it's, you know. Is it really? I thought I saw it on Steam. Now you're gonna have me checking again. Yeah, Anno 1800 is on Steam. It's still on Steam, so if it's truly removed, then that needs to be corrected, because I can legitimately spend $60 to put it in my cart right now, and if that means I can't play it, that's crazy. Because it reached end of life. Oh, okay. So it reached end of life, and they're just putting it back on Steam platform. Hmm. Interesting. Very interesting, Lath. It's kind of weird how they would do it like that. Not gonna lie. Okay, gotcha. Long time it only used to be on Epic and Uplay. So does that mean that their agreement with Epic ran out, or is it just like the game has stopped receiving updates, so they don't you need to even worry about that anymore? Like, what's the deal with that? What does end of life mean for them? Epic agreement ran out. Okay, that makes sense. I'm surprised that with how Epic is going right now, though, that they wouldn't continue that. I figured they would try to keep and latch onto everything that they could get their hands onto right now. Which I mean, props to them. It's a smart play. Okay, gotcha. So they'll no longer update it, and it's also reaching to the end of Epic's contract. Okay. Yeah, even though it's at the end of its life, I mean, that's still surprising that they wouldn't have them try to keep it on for the foreseeable future. With how Epic has been treating everything recently, like they have been ruthless. Sadly, all other Anno games were on GOG, but not 1800 because of the exclusive agreement. Gotcha. De novo. Okay. God, I have not heard of GOG in a long time. Lath, you are like throwing me back to I don't even know what. I've never even heard of De Novo, but I have heard of GOG, whatever that is. You shouldn't talk about De Novo here. What even is De Novo? I'm confused on that one. That's one I haven't heard before. But I have heard of GOG, I believe. Oh, look at you, little guy. Bye. Oh, another thing I'm excited about is Omega Strikers coming out. So I'm probably going to be playing that this weekend too. But on GOG games are required to remove all DRMs. Okay, interesting. Okay, I got you. And then, yeah, I've heard of GOG before. Like it sounds familiar. I've seen it before, but I don't think it's ever something that I've ever took seriously. Really, De Novo, though, not sure what that is. But Ubisoft refuses. They have an agreement with De Novo. Okay, gotcha. Oh, that's weird, lady. You're opening my eye up to very many different platforms and whatnot. Playing on Discord. Okay. Yeah, you're opening up my eyes, man. I didn't know about half this shit. Um, I'd like to consider myself deep in the gaming sphere, but there's a lot to keep up on. You know, if you're not within a specific sector and you're not paying very close attention, then a lot of stuff will fly by you. Mm, I need to finish that inventor. Waiting for materials. Oh. I mean, technically, this is within the. I mean, I guess they need paths. Well, they're still taking stuff from over here, I guess. They'll be fine. Oh shit. No secrets at the bottom of the map, I see. Some of the text highlighted, so those are the responses that I'm going to be reading. Like, again, I wish I could fit every single question in there, but now with like 4 interview sections, it's going to be so hard to fit it in there, right? Because again, you can't go too long with one of these videos because it is not going to go well. You know, people are just not going to sit around to. I need to get to the point, so I chose the most apparent answers that are probably going to just try to elicit the best response. So that's my thinking behind it, at least. Like, I've tried to cover why people think that Steam has a monopoly on the issue. Um, you know, just try to choose the best looking answers, I guess. But that's why I explained that if anybody wants the full interviews and full uncut stuff, they can go to the document. So I've made that document public. Anybody can view that. Yeah, because I calculated it out. To read 5 pages, it takes about 20 minutes, and I want to keep it under 15 if possible. But I know I'm probably not going to be that lucky. It'll probably be 15 to 20. Probably around somewhere around 17 to 18, honestly. If I'm being real with it. So, we'll see how it goes. Yeah, plus I also want to make sure that I'm not like repeating myself on too much of it, you know what I mean? Because there's going to be obviously answers that sound similar or whatever, and I can't focus on every single project as much as I want to. I made sure to include as much as yours I could though. I definitely want you to get your project off the ground so I can share it a little bit more. Like, um, that's what I want to happen so that I can share it a little bit more for you. Anybody willing to fight Steam on this issue? And you know what? Here's the funny thing, Leif. I actually was reading back through this, like the statement that they shared, and they told on themselves. Is from what I'm reading correctly, they said that they were worried about the traffic that the website was getting, So they reached out to Steam, and Steam was the one who told them to stop. So it's not like they were told to beforehand. They were the ones who initiated the contact and were told to stop as a direct result. Granted, if you're knowingly violating the Steam agreement on what they're saying, then that is an issue, whatever. But I guess, ask for, or, waiting to ask for permission is not the same as uh, saying sorry after the fact, so that plays a part in it. But I definitely found that funny that they like basically told on themselves, and then they were like, okay, well, let's stop. Um, Especially with how much traffic and everything like that they were getting. At least that's the way I interpret it. You can go ahead and read their statement that they released on Reddit and see if you read it or interpret it a different way. But from the way that they worded, if I'm taking it very literal, they told on themselves. Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Like, and I get where they're coming from because that was just a passion project for them. They weren't necessarily worried about making it very popular. And I get where they're coming from if they were to face legal problems, but it was like nobody told them to stop. It was not like there was a issue with that part. Uh, it was definitely I think self motivated for them to shut down. Like there was no reason for them to shoot themselves in the foot. If they would have never told Steam about them, nobody would have ever known about them properly. Like in that regard, you know what I mean? So I think that's hilarious. So I don't think you guys will face very many issues actually with Steam, but just in case your guys' projects do gain traction, I wanted to make sure you guys were prepared and knowing that because technically you are involved in piracy if you continue this project and you're technically going against the Steam subscriber agreement, but somebody has to stand up for it. I'm gonna be one of those people. Like I'm gonna be one of those people contributing against the fight. Like this is something that I believe in. So I don't know. It's funny, very very funny. I just to think that they told on themselves that entire time. Oh, it's hilarious. God damn. All right, we almost got this inventor path or inventor place built. We're at 52%. We'll speed it up a little bit more. God, look at these cute little guys. Just bundling up carrots for the day. Oh, about to hit that construction. Yeah, now that they had a little bit of babies, it's going much smoother. Nice. We can now start producing more advanced resources, but some buildings require power to do so. Build a water wheel by the shore on the river. It is dependent on the water flow, so it will stop producing energy when there is no water. Build water wheel. Alright. Let's see. Let's go to power. And water wheel. Water wheel. We gotta connect it something to get power, right? Let's do that, I guess. And then do we need to build a path to it? That's my question. Yes. Looks like. Here we go. Kind of weird, but it works. Yeah, like if they truly told on themselves, man, I don't know how that even like they were doing so good. And I bet they were good, like a good amount of traffic too, proportion to what they were, making on ads and stuff like that too. I bet they were making a little pretty penny. Um, it's also funny too to note that they actually have changed their website now. So I was kind of confused because if you go to their website now, Lath, it doesn't link to that statement anymore. It actually links, it actually like acts like it works again, but instead of actually working, it now tells them on how to use like a different method to actually use and download like mods and stuff like that. And I think it's Steam CMD. It basically walks them through how to use that. It just walks them through a different tool altogether, and it basically spits out the and a fair size of money. That's what I was saying, man. Like legitimately with their ad revenue, they were probably pulling in some big bucks because they didn't have to do any marketing or anything like that. I basically took care of that for them. And another funny thing is that the people on the Reddit were saying that TikTok was what doomed them. And I thought that was funny because I was like, okay, if TikTok played a part, that could definitely be part of it. But I was always like, felt guilty in the back of my mind. So it did alleviate me of some of that guilt, I think. If it was TikTok that buried them and not me. Because I was like, I didn't want to be the bad guys that, got them shut down just for directing a little bit of traffic their way. That would suck. But hey, if you make a good tool and, you got a user base already raring, it's going to happen. I'm going to send people your way. If I can, you know, get them the help they need. But yeah, I bet they were making buku bucks with that advertiser money. Had at least 3 ads displayed on their front page. Oh, and another funny thing too, Lath, is because when it happened and that site flipped and it changed, I was like, "Hey, are you guys back in business?" I sent them an email again, and they responded. They was like, "No, we're not serving anything through our own servers or anything like that. We've just given instructions on how to do so, basically." And I was like, "Okay, okay, interesting." So I don't know why they didn't respond to you, Lath. That's crazy. Like I feel bad. They didn't want to respond to your emails or anything like that. Maybe if you try reaching out to them now, they might respond back. I don't know. Um, Definitely just a weird, interesting situation to know that probably less than 100,000 people actively care about and know about this issue is crazy to me. To be on the prefaces of something so small, and it may not even matter to a majority of people, but to me, it's like the one hill I'm willing to die on. I always say that to my wife. She's always talking about um like local government and big government and all that stuff. Like it's super important to her, and she'll get into these small little disagreements with um big companies, and we'll get like for example, we got a shipment the other day where it was missing and they didn't actually send out the shipment, and so she's been emailing the postmaster general and like talking to the um multiple post offices, talking to different departments and stuff like that. Like that's the hill she's willing to die on. And I always joke with her, like, is that the hill you're really willing to die on? And I'm like, I can't make fun of her that much because this is my hill that I'm dying on. But I think it's important. The older you become, I think the more important it is to align yourself with, these small beliefs and values. I think that's part of growing up, really. Because, back when I was 12, I used to be one of those people who were looking at like conspiracy videos and relating myself to it, I guess. But now it's just these small things that I relate to. I'm talking about how you were emailing the postmaster general and stuff because it's important to you. Well, I'm talking about how I'm doing my Steam mod issue.
You
Like,
didn't think it was important when I was doing it. You thought it was a big joke.
no, I didn't. Okay, she's gonna be mad at me. Anyway, what are we doing right now? We need to. build the water wheel, guys. %, waiting for materials. How many materials do we have? Oh, we don't have any logs, do we? Yeah. Yeah, it's a little bit rough. Oh, damn, they collected all those berries. Got 14 carrots and 93 berries, so that's not bad. But yeah, I always find it funny because that's her hill that she's gonna die on, and this is my hill that I'm gonna die on. And it seems so small and insignificant to other people, but it's a big deal to me. At least I think. Like I'm surprised more people don't talk about it, but it makes sense why most people don't talk about it because they usually just resort to what they know, being Steam. And like I said, with the whole fuck epic platform or on Reddit, who knows? Do I really want to contribute towards a fragmented market or a lot of interesting little pieces with this? Almost done with this water wheel. Oh no, we are not. It's still at 0%. Where is this guy taking logs to? You're taking a log. You're going down here. Oh, it's because we need 50 logs. That's why. Let's just fast forward that sucker. Jeez. Oh, finally at 26%. Not bad. Hold on, I'm gonna check out work. I just got a couple texts. Stuff's popping off at work. Jeez. So I can't say much, obviously, because I'm in a managerial position and all that. But it's funny because there's this one worker that we got that I've never had problems with, and then one of the other managers, they just have problems with them all the time. And it's like I never have problems with it. Like it literally seems like they just do it under the other one, just to f with them or something. I don't even know. Probably they had a large amount of traffic. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it was no doubt that they were making a good penny. Like I don't understand why they would shoot themselves in the foot like that. Like I understand where they were coming from, but I mean I guess that's it wasn't their original goal when they set out to make that, right? Their goal was to just make something for the sake of making something fun, and it was used for a completely different purpose. And I guess we're the ones who made turned it into a different tool, right? So who knows? Who knows why they did what they did? Honestly, um, Berryman, honestly, you're not really that important right now. I mean, I'll put you back at the same. I guess what we really need is like this to be higher priority, right? Yeah, we'll change them both to higher priority. Because logs is the only thing like setting us back right now. There we go. Oh snap, we reached a new well-being high score. 5. Hell yeah. Nice, we got the water wheel built. Time to start producing planks. Build a lumber mill and connect it to the water wheel with power shafts. How do we do that? Oh god. Let's see. Let's change this back. Lumber mill and power the lumber mill. So just in case we will delete that. Yes. We'll do another straight power shaft. And then we will do one of these. Just in case we need to, do something else. Wood. So where do I put in the power? Uh, how do I power the lumber mill? To one another when placed wall to wall. Okay. So I should just be able to put it right here and it works. That's what I'm assuming. Yeah, that should be fine. And then remember, because we're living off of a. Hold on, let's also prioritize this. Because. Uh. What does that do? Probably nothing. That's 1 unit of water. There we go. Let's increase the productivity on that. Because this is definitely going to be, like, I think this is what, like, ultimately messed me up last time, was that I didn't have enough water. And they all kind of died of thirst when the drought ran out. So I definitely want to make sure that's high priority. Sorry about that. Take my ball. We're looking pretty good. How do we clear this? Hmm. Mm, almost done with this place. Okay. So we changed priority on that. Now that whole barrel's full. That's good. We want to get those suckers as full as possible because once this stops, we are not going to have any water. And we should really change this farmhouse priority too. Should really be working to harvest all of that. We still have a lot of room too. Okay. Pick up any time after 4, but I have to schedule it, so you want me to bring them about 5? Mm, mm. Okay. How are we doing over here? Almost got this place built. Still waiting on 15 logs. Nice little community so far, though. We'll fast forward a little bit more. Nice. Oh yeah, they are bulking. No, they are not. What the hell? It's only 42. Oh, because they stack it up like that. Okay. Now I see. Sheesh. Doing pretty good this time though. All because of us. We are up to actually a number of beavers. We're gonna have to do some more houses here soon. Oh, here's the drought happening. Oh, I'm glad we got all that water. But you know what? I bet it's not gonna be enough. That doesn't seem like it's gonna be enough at all. I'm glad I prioritized getting all those dang carrots. Let's see how long this season lasts. Yeah, here it is. Here's the working hours. I should have upped that a little bit. Cycle 1, day 17. So, forecast, drought in progress, yeah. It'll be for 0.9 more days. Is that what it's saying? Okay. Yeah, we need to put these water pumps on like high priority. Yeah, see, they're all fucking thirsty. I knew it was gonna happen. Damn it. Yeah, we need to prioritize the heck out of this water pump. We need to build another one of those, honestly. And where's the water? Oh, is that the start of it? Yup. So now it should come rushing back in. Well, it should. You guys, I know you're thirsty. Alright? Calm down. We need the water. When are we gonna get the water? Damn, this water is not coming through, is it? Oh my god, it's gonna happen again. We're all gonna die. This water's not coming through. Wait, no, it's coming from the other side now. Yes. Okay. So that's the river over here. Oh, snap. Underground ruins? Man, they added a couple things to this, it looks like. That's gonna be crazy. Okay, guys. We need to build another water pump. From the looks of it. Yeah. We need to make another water pump. ASAP. Uh, let's ditch the gatherer flag. I know it's gonna be a controversial take. However, we are going to put it right back there. And then we're going to continue the path. And then we're going to build a water pump right here. Perfect. Then we're going to do this high priority and workplace high priority. You guys, what's the issue here? Yeah, fill up that water, buddy. Y'all are thirsty enough. Running me out of damn house and home with all this water needing. Oh god, one of them died of old age. Oh, so sad. So I'll get him. Died of old age. Oh geez, are they finally less thirsty now? Guys, what is the issue here? I'll change that to normal priority. Change that to normal priority. Change this farmhouse to normal priority. Look, the most important thing is this damn water. Alright? We need this bad. This is on high priority. Jesus Christ, they are just drinking up this water, man. Yeah, there's no reason for you guys to be this upset. Like, I'm trying to bring in the water as fast as possible. Crazy shit. See, I feel like they need to edit the tutorial in some way because, like, they get immediately hung up on the water. Like, so fast, too. Really, you need to build, like, 2 or 3 water pumps. That's what I think. Okay. Berries, low priority. Oh my god, we're almost already out of carrots, too. Guys, what is going on? We need more people, is what's going on, honestly. But we don't even have the logs to do it. What is happening? There's a lot of work managing these damn beavers. Mm. Hey, babe. What's up?
Do you want to come smoke or no?
Yeah. Give me 1 second. Trying to figure out how to make these beavers not die.
I need to go into the kids' room and just spend a whole day in there, like getting it prepared and stuff. So there is places for.
Well, here's the thing.
But he doesn't like sleeping in that room, and Dad wakes up at 4 o'clock in the morning.
And I know he
can't
doesn't
have
want
him
to stay
sleep.
over here anyway.
He does and he doesn't.
Right.
He does until somebody says no, and he thinks that he's being yelled at, and then he wants to go home, and that's ridiculous behavior.
So I already knew what that was heading towards. So I said no. Alright, hold on. Be right back, people.
He has to sleep in that bed.
Alright, folks. I am out to anybody who's listening. I appreciate you for coming in and
Shout
watching.
out to Leif.
Shout out to Leif, my biggest supporter.
Woo!
Alright. See y'all later.